Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of our 31-day journey together. I am Angela Jo Manieri, and I really appreciate you taking the time to join me on this journey. So, today's topic is learning from adversity. That's a tough one, right? So, I decided to share a scripture with you, and this one is taken from the Passion Translation, which has come to be one of my favorite translations for the Bible. Okay, so it's the fifth chapter of Romans, Romans 5, verses 3 and 4. So, even in times of trouble, we have a joyful confidence, knowing that our pressures will develop in us patient endurance. And patient endurance will refine our character, and proven character will then lead us back to hope. Wow. It's one of my all time favorite verses. And knowing that our pressures will develop that perseverance in us and that endurance and refine us reminds me so much of a diamond and the process that it has to go through. So, under the duress of approximately 725,000 pounds per square inch of pressure and temperatures up to 2200 degrees Fahrenheit, a diamond will begin to form. Now, talk about pressure, that's some heavy pressure. So, we too face pressures in our lives. It's inevitable that we're going to have adversities and difficult circumstances. Yet it is through the refining process, the letting go of what doesn't serve us, and then embracing and allowing that process to refine us and shape us, is what we really strive for. And at the other side of that, it will be something greater than you can even imagine. So, as you're going through whatever it is, here's some questions to possibly consider. Number one, what am I learning through this process? Instead of asking why, what am I learning through this process? And I like to add a little addendum to that and say, please make it obvious. Sometimes I'm a slower learner there. So, what am I learning is number one. Number two is, how will I apply these lessons to my everyday life? And number three, how is my character being shaped in this process? So for me, this past decade has been filled with so much adversity and some pretty big challenges. Yet my silver lining, or the lessons that I've learned the most, is yielding to and leaning on God and trusting Him even more than I did before in so many ways. And some of you may know this, back in May of 2013, I had a severe concussion. Well, that concussion, as a result, led to fluid around the frontal lobe of my brain. And that wasn't bad enough. It led to atrophy of the brain. And that's where the frontal lobe is where all your processing is. So I was kind of functioning at about 20 to 25% capacity, pretty much in a tailspin and always searching for answers. Yet through prayer, affirmations, and an unwavering faith, I decided to focus on the lessons. What were the lessons I was learning during that time? And I call this, that period, that season of the concussion, the fluid, and the atrophy, finding a trophy in the midst of atrophy. That's going to be another lesson, or maybe even a book. So the bottom line is this: you have to go through to get to. You got to go through it to get to the other side. And it's a process, and one that, if you allow it to, will refine you and do a good work in and through you. And you will shine even more brightly and more brilliant than you can possibly imagine. So, in closing, I decided I want to add a little tagline to these daily doses of inspiration just to drive home the importance of this whole process of transformation from the inside out and who you are and who you are becoming. So the quote is this. It's by Leo Buscaglia. Your talent is a gift from God. What you do with it is your gift back to Him. So make today amazing, and I will see you same time tomorrow, same place. See you then.